1-2.
Γιώργο, ακούγομαι. Μ' άκουσες. Εγώ σ' ακούω πάντως.
1-2, Houston.
Και την Έλληνα την άκουσα. Εμένα μ' ακούς, Έλληνα.
Ναι, μια χαρά.
Γιώργο, δεν μας ακούς. Κύριε Παγεωργίου, μπήκατε.
Hello? Oh, yes.
Θα ξεκινήσει το recording. Ναι, ναι, ναι. Οκ. Είμαστε σίγουροι όμως γι' αυτό.
Είμαστε.
Ότι γράφει.
Έτσι λέει ρε φίλε. Μπορώ να το ξαναπατήσω κι εγώ.
Όχι, ξεκίνησε την εγγραφή, λέει. Εντάξει, οκ.
Ξεκίνησε, άρα τώρα είμαστε recorded.
Πρέπει να το είχαμε βάλει να ξεκινάει αυτόματα. Δεν ξέρω γιατί ρε πράγματα.
Ναι, αλλά θα πρέπει αυτό να το σβήσουμε όταν θα έχουμε
Εντάξει,
αυτό να γίνει
εννοείται
upload.
εννοείται θα το σβήσω.
Αν δεν εννοείται, ξέρεις τι λέω τώρα, γιατί θα
Πάτε και
φανεί...
βρίσκετε προβλήματα συνέχεια, εγώ αυτό λέω.
Κύριε Παγεωργίου,
Όχι,
μην δημιουργείτε σύννεφα. Υπάρχουν ήδη πολλά στο γραφείο.
όχι, υπάρχουν
μέσα,
έξω.
μέσα στο γραφείο.
Έξω.
Θα
Όχι, μέσα.
δημιουργηθούν
Έξω,
κι άλλα.
Ποιος καπνίζει?
Η Έλενα από το άγχος.
Η Έλληνα δεν καπνίζει τώρα. Αυτή τη στιγμή που μιλάμε τουλάχιστον. Τη στιγμή που μιλάμε.
Ο μεταβάλλον είναι και εδώ, να. Πώς?
Δεν ακούγεσαι ρε εσύ, Χρήστο.
Χρήστο, δεν ακούγεσαι.
Κοντέ, ετοιμάσου.
Τώρα ακούγομαι.
Ναι.
Να έχεις το νου σου να τους δίνεις δικαιώματα.
Γιώργο,
Δεν
είναι
δίνω
recorded.
δικαίωμα σε κανέναν.
Γιώργο, είναι recorded, σωστά.
Ναι.
Να το
Τέλεια.
σβήσουμε.
Ναι. Ήθελα να πω. Ο πρώτος λοιπόν ξεκινάει είναι ο A Long Route, έτσι.
Ναι, ή.
Ή A
Η
Long Route.
κυριούλα είναι.
Ναι, είναι η Γεωργία Καλατζή.
Ναι.
Να έχει μπει ήδη.
Δώσ.
Έλα.
Έχει το νου σου να τους δίνουμε δικαιώματα μόλις μπαίνουν. Σε όποιον μιλάει εννοώ.
Απλά μην δίνουμε και δύο και ένα πώς γίνεται το μικρόφωνο του.
Όχι. Απλά
Γιατί μπορεί να γίνει
Κάτσε.
αυτό το μπέρδεμα.
να βάλουμε τώρα έναν να δούμε άμα θα έχει δικαίωμα κάμερα μικρόφωνο. Κάτσε να το τεστάρω. Λοιπόν, τους βάζω σιγά σιγά.
Ναι.
Ναι,
Βάλει την
είναι
καλατζή
έξι.
πρώτα.
Ναι,
Βάλει
βάλε.
Θα βάλω την καλατζή πρώτα.
Για να δούμε.
Πάμε.
Τις δίνω εγώ ή εσύ?
Εσύ. Δεν έχει.
Ναι. Τέλεια.
Είμαστε σε σίγαση ή όχι?
Όχι.
Γιατί μου λέει ότι είστε σε σίγαση.
Ακούγεστε κανονικά.
Τέλεια. Hello, hello. We give 1 or 2 more minutes for everybody to be on the same spot of the presentation because we do have entrance. We will be starting in 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Apparently, it was a quite interesting subject for raising a pitching session today because we did have a lot of information, a lot of interest from investors asking whether they could have a direct contacts with enterprises even before the pitches. So just bear with us for 1 more minute, please. Okay. So I think we can start, Georgia. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Hello.
Right. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Very welcome. So we start. We're very pleased to have you all here today. More people will join in slowly. This is another investor day from the Hellenic Development Bank. We do have the privilege of inviting within the framework of InnoAgora networking platform that we stage together with BPI France and some other development banks on every 2 months. Mostly Greek companies that do seek funds from Greek and foreign investors. Today's session concerns Greentech and energy, and we will start with the first company, which is Long Route Data, and represented by Georgia Kaladzi, Miss Kaladzi. So Miss Kaladzi, we can't see you, but we know that you are on.
Can you see my screen?
Nope.
Why not? That's strange.
We don't see you, neither your pitch deck.
You cannot see me.
No, we cannot see you.
No.
So you cannot see me now?
Nope.
No.
And you cannot see me. It's strange because here in my screen. Okay, hold on. I will very quickly leave the room
Yeah,
and come back.
come back again. Yeah. We have to just repeat to ourselves on this roundtable. Let's say that this session is recorded and you will be having the chance to visit it within InnoAgora site in the next few coming days. George, perhaps you need to enable Georgia's camera because
have.
all cameras are disabled by default. So
Can you see me now?
not again.
Here, I don't know what's going on because we had a test at 5 o'clock and everything was
Yes,
fine.
yes, everything worked.
I am switching on the camera. I'm switching. Can you hear me? Oh, obviously,
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I can see myself here. It says your camera is on. I don't know what's going on. Seriously. I don't know.
George, can you repeat, please? Trying to give again rights and take them back to see whether there's a problem with the rights. But I think that everybody has the same rights now.
Yeah, Ms. Kalaji is like a presenter here.
Bravo. Okay, Ms. Kalaji, would you like to upload and share your screen to see whether that will work?
Yeah, I did it before. I'll try it again.
George, would you like to upload the screen of the presentation?
Can you
Yeah.
see the presentation?
No, we cannot, but perhaps we may air the presentation, correct? Mm-hmm. Would you want us to? Yes, we see the presentation.
For me, it's still a black screen though. Maybe something wrong with my browser. I don't know.
Don't worry, don't worry. I mean, perhaps you can. I mean, have you uploaded the presentation? No, it's us who uploaded. Can you see the screen?
I see a black screen. I see that something is trying to upload, but I
So
see
you don't see us, do you?
No, I mean I don't see the presentation that is. Can you see the screen? My presentation.
No, we see our presentation because we have uploaded it.
Yeah. Can you see your presentation?
Yes, we can.
All right. Oh no, that's oh my god, that's not the latest I've sent you, is it? I've sent you the latest update like a couple of days ago when you sent me the email.
Yeah.
Can you please? Is by any chance can you see my camera now or not?
No.
Oh, okay. Don't know what's going on. That's very strange, and it's the first time it's happening with Teams. I don't know what's going on.
George and Christos, we may ask the next company to be ready though, and we can check the system with Mrs. Kalaji.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So
Yeah, Mr. Foroglu is here.
okay, Mr. Foroglu. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All
And we
right.
can see you.
Great.
So it's the next
me-
company, Emphasis, PC, Mr. Foroglu or Foroglu. So please, the floor is yours.
Just let me know when you can see the entire screen.
Yes, we can see.
We can, yeah.
Okay. So
Great.
5 minutes, right?
Yes, please. So you may start. Thank you for
Okay.
this. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm George Foroglu, CEO of Ebnosis by the Greek accent. And today I'm going to present you our latest product, which is called Repos Platform. One of the major issues in the construction industry is that it's responsible for almost 40% of carbon emissions globally, and this is raising concern among executives in the field, especially for health and safety issues and commercial strategy regarding future contracts and competitive bidding. But the real problem is that data collection in the site is expensive and time consuming. It's done mostly manually, while the process of environmental reporting costs tens of thousands of euros every year. But in our way, we can do it faster and cheaper. What we do is we deploy our own proprietary sensors in the construction site or in mines. We collect data from the most polluting assets like construction machineries and power generators. We take them from the site to the office through our data processing backend platform, either through a link to the company's ERP or directly to our own software, which provides the reports for the need for the companies. So what we do is we reduce the man-hour cost, saving up to 80% on time and cost for data collection, and also we reduce by a third the cost from the environmental reporting. Through the environmental profiling that is achieved from our analysis, a construction company can achieve better financing terms by including themselves in green bonds financing, and also become a preferred contractor for new construction projects marked as green contractor. So what we do, we have a four-tier model in terms of pricing. We charge separately the sensors as a one-time fee, the data processing for connecting the devices to the ERP, an annual license for the software, and also separately some services regarding installation, training, and maintenance. This leads to contracts for us from 10,000 euros to 100,000 euros, depending on the size of the mine, or the construction site. We have identified four, let's say, niche markets for currently: the German construction market, the Qatar and the Saudi Arabia construction markets, and also the European mining market. Regarding the competition, we stand between two kinds of competitors. The first one are telematics companies that they provide data regarding machinery, but they have no environmental data on their, let's say, on their offering. But on the other hand, we have ESG reporting platforms that have given a general overview of what happens in the company, but without being able to capture what happens in the construction site. So what we bring is we stand between them and we deliver reliable and trustworthy data that helps the company to achieve an environmental transformation. Currently, our larger contract has been in Spain in a mine with Perforaciones Noroeste. We have do several demos here in Greece with mining companies, and also we have a showroom in Munich along with Telefonica. Currently, we are trying to close some pilots in the Middle East region with NEOM, which is one of the mega projects in Saudi Arabia, and with Kahrama, which is the electricity provider in Qatar. In this journey, we're not alone. We are currently working with Hitachi for providing us with OEM data regarding construction machinery. We have several, and we're also in the family of Deutsche Telekom and Vodafone. While our first product is available in Autodesk Construction Cloud. Our team, the founding team, all of us have worked in the sector before, as we worked at Hilti, a leading construction tool manufacturer. While it's worth mentioning that our CTO, George Kyriazidis, is currently a PhD candidate at Harvard School of Engineering. Next milestones for us is to establish more contracts here in Greece and in Germany, while make some pilots in the Middle East in the before mentioned countries. Apart from that, we are finishing the basic development of Repos platform, and we want to include in the next year a new AI development that will help us that will bring our devices on the next level. Thus, we're raising a 500K seed round that will help us expand in the Middle East and also make our product more finest. Currently, our last year we had revenues around 100,000. The projection for this year is around 250. While last year we secured a grant of 320K from the Center of Macedonia region. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Foroglu. If any investor would like to ask something, we do have the time.
Okay.
So please feel free to ask, or you may follow, your one-to-one discussions after the meeting, because all the details are available to everybody on the table. Okay. Right. So we see no questions. Thank you very much again. And we proceed with the next company. George, would give it a try to Ms. Kaladzi, or should we move to the next candidate?
Move to Mr. Tsanzalis.
All
He's
right.
here.
So we invite Mr. Tsanzalis and with the company.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please. And you may start.
Okay.
We see you.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. We can see.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you can put it in presentation mode, please.
Okay.
Full screen. Yes, great. We see you.
Okay.
So please go
Good
ahead.
evening to everyone. My name is Stavros Tsanzalis. I am mechanical analytics and engineer. I'm founder and CEO of Meton Innovatens. And today I'll present you Simorphosis. With Simorphosis, we elaborate a very positive financially solution for the users for the two big ocean problems. The pollution consists of oil and plastic pollution, and detection of dark ships. We can see. Παρακαλώ.
No.
Συνεχίζω.
Please go ahead. Yes, please.
Okay. And dark ships consist of oil tankers, illegal fishing, and trafficking. These problems, which I mentioned before, they have social, environmental, and financial impacts. As you can see, even for the pollution is 2.5 trillion per year. And also the social impact, you can see that we have about 500,000 of deaths because of the poor air quality, which also means a financial impact. The today's solutions, which also are the competitors for the Simorphosis, it's two. It's the first one is Coast Guard, which using unmanned and manned vehicles, air vehicles, and also vessels. We can try to identify, to detect this dimension of pollution and also dark ships. But they are limited in number. There are limited coverage of flight path and local areas, local seas, limited tide of flights, especially in date, weather limitation, no real-time global data, and no recorded data. And also, it's extremely expensive. You can see that the annual budget of US Coast Guard is $13.8 billion. They are using radar, automatic identification system, optical cameras, and telemetry cameras. The second solution is extremely expensive, using satellites, which the cost is extremely high, with limited number, limited coverage, no record data, and also it's necessary to identify the end-of-life problem of this. But okay, can think about out of the box. Google Maps using data from our Android mobile phone to identify how fast we are moving, and based on this information, can propose what is the traffic jam we can also face with this. So can we use another option, this automatic identification system? So you can see that from marine traffic data, as you can see, I have about 300,000 vessels within the last 24 hours in the seas. So, okay, we have also the remote sensors. What is the next step? The next step is to make a data fusion. So with Simorphosis, we fuse data from thermal imaging sensors, radar, AIS, optical cameras, and also any other sensor embedded in the vessels. And based on this data fuse, we set as a data collection, as a fused data to metal normatens and create a real-time map of illegal fishing, dark ships, and also polluted areas. So we have a big number of sensors, worldwide coverage because of the remote sensors. Also, we have detection in 24/7, real-time global record data, tracking, no additional cost for the users, and also additional capabilities for the user. Navigation, local visibility, piracy protection, and also ready for smart navigation. And you can see, you can add also about 22 million of more sensors for the small ships, which are optional AIS. But who can attract the users? So the first thing is to sell the Simorphosis to the users so we can earn money. But in order to make more attractive for the users, when we receive data from the users, also we pay them. And based on that, we make Simorphosis more attractive. And also we pay data to the government. The action plan in 3 years, we are confident that we have a full production service or services Simorphosis. The Metal Novatens team consists from 5 members: me, Andreas, a mechanical and analytical engineer, Socrates is an electrical engineer, Makis is IT engineer, Stravula is another it's Italian. It's another company. It's another issue. So Metal Novatens Strip, it's founded. It's 2017 created, and until now we have some European and national patents, and also we have some awards during our 5 years. So we have Blue Growth also awards, Digital Gate as a foreign object debris detection system, winner of Blue Hackathon, participate in X and also NGB, and also one of the 25 non-promising blue economy or some blue invest technologies. Patent, as I said before, we have a Greek patent 2018, a US patent of January 2020, and also we have in progress of foreign object debris detection system. Thank you very much.
You're muted. You're muted.
Thank you very much. It's impressive. You do have a patent granted in the US or a patent filed?
It's a US patent and the European US Patent Office
Yes,
from
patent
2020.
office. Okay.
We paid the second until 2025. The next payment we made some months ago.
Okay. Thank you very much. We follow with some questions. If you do have some questions, please go ahead. Okay. No
Thank you very much.
questions. Thank you very much. And we continue. Thank you very much for the presentation. We'll continue. We try again with Mrs. Kaladzi with the company Along Route. Mrs. Kaladzi.
Sorry, we have a question.
Ah, sorry.
In chat.
On the chat, yes. Mr. Changelis, who is your ideal customer? We come back to you.
The ideal customer is vessel owners. I can see which is the ideal customer. Yes, vessel and also ship owners, sim companies.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Again. Thank you again. Right. So George, we move to Ms. Kaladzi.
Yeah, sure.
Right, Ms. Kaladzi, the floor is yours.
Can you see me this time?
No, we can hear you, but still We
Still can't see you.
The thing is that when I turn on the camera, you freeze as well, Mr. Papageorgiou. I don't know what's going on.
I see.
I restarted my whole system. I can
Yeah.
try sharing the screen once more. Just bear with me for a second. Maybe I can.
Yeah.
Is there something
No, we
going on
can't.
in your screens? No,
No,
nothing.
No, we can't
nothing,
see.
nothing.
Right. Don't know what's going on. Seriously, it's the first time that is happening
Yeah,
to me.
I know,
I've presented a lot of times.
I know, but no,
There-
nevertheless, things happen. Don't worry, don't worry. We will try. We'll be on the same spot here, but we have to give the floor to
Sure.
the next company. So please try again to restart the system.
Maybe before going to the next one, maybe I don't start the camera at all.
Mhm.
Maybe it's the camera's problem.
Yes,
I
maybe.
just switch. Yeah. Okay. So please, okay, give the floor to the next one, and then I'll come back in.
Yeah, and
Copy.
it's either we share your presentation and then
Sure.
you talk on that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think
Do you
George.
want me to send you now? Did you find my latest version, or did you want me to send it to you now just to have it, just the fresh one?
Yes, please do so, and
Okay,
then we will put it on.
Okay.
Thank
Great.
you.
All right. See you. Okay.
Thank you. All right, and we move then to the other company. Is the company called Phi PC with Mr. Stavros Tsompanides. Stavros
Yeah, he's here.
is here.
Hello, everyone.
Fantastic. Hello, Stavros.
Can you see me and hear me?
Yes, we can see you
Perfect.
clearly.
I will share my screen regarding the presentation because I have a revised version, okay?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So I'm ready to start.
Yes, please. Can you make it full screen? Yes, it is full screen. Fantastic.
Hello. So hello, everyone. My name is Stavros Tsompanides, and I'm the founder of Phi. With Phi, we saw a big problem, a big global problem, that is the value chain of plant-derived residues and biomass. I'm sure that you know that all these types of waste, like seagrass leaves, tea waste, spent coffee grounds, and other agricultural and biomass residues, unfortunately, are being burdened to landfills. So we dispose them as a waste, and these wastes are responsible for about 11% of global methane emissions. So we identified that we need to find a solution. Apart from the carbon emissions, all these types of wastes cost money to public authorities in order to handle them and move them to landfills. Number two, the second problem that we're trying to solve is the carbon emission in real estate. The building sector accounts for approximately the half of global carbon emissions. And did you know that 28% is coming from the building operation and the rest 21 from new construction? And within the new construction, the carbon footprint of building materials used for core and cell is estimated to be equivalent to that from interior finishes. Those two problems we solve with our technology. So we came up with an economic viable and conventional manufacturing technology that upcycles all these plant-derived residues and transform them to biocomposite materials, panels. Today, we came up with 4 new materials using our manufacturing line that can be conventional materials to fossil fuel melamines and bakelite decorative panels for construction applications. More specifically, we can substitute all these decorative surfaces on furniture, doors, interior design, facades, signs, and many others. Our materials have validated all the appropriate characteristics that the market needs and have lowest embodied carbon in terms of the direct competitors. We target the European decorative laminate market, which is a market that today is valued at 1.6 billion only in Europe, and the projection is for 2 billion with a CAGR of 4.4% until 2028. We have already a proven product market fit. Our materials have been placed on flagship projects with Deloitte in her new offices here in Patras, in Adidas as in a furniture concept, and many other big clients that are already working with our materials are already in architecture and interior design, but also in custom-made product development. Our go-to-market strategy is the traditional P2P model, and we plan to scale in the next 10 years also by hiring new distributors for opening new markets. We are currently raising 1.3 million. It's our first private round, and with some specific goals and KPIs. Increase our production capacity by 380%, increase the TRL of our technology from 7 to 9, so go to industrial scale, decrease our production cost by 38%, and adopt all these appropriate material certifications, environmental product declaration, and health product declaration that are obligatory to further enter the interior design and architecture market. Let's see some of the unit economics. Today, we are producing with a 52 euro per square meter cost, and after the successful implementation of the round, we will manage to go to 32 euro per square meter. And regarding our margins and our pricing strategy, today we sell 130 euros per square meter, and with the round, we'll go to 90 euros with a gross profit of 65%. What are the most important competitive advantage of this round? FEE will become one of the biggest bio-based biocomposite manufacturer across Europe, which is the most important point for market entrance, the production capacity and being loyal on your delivery times on the construction market. And moreover, our competitive advantage is that we have the most competitive biocomposite panel in the European market in regards with our direct competitors, without producing other bio-based surfaces. And you can see now the pricing level and the pricing strategy in regards with the direct and indirect competitors. Here is a roadmap. So we are currently running our first round that will give us a runway for the next 3 years. Then we plan to run a second private round with a mid-grant debt equity for further industrialization and sales growth. And of course, our biggest goal is to scale up and exit by selling our technology to strategic players that are seeking for sustainable biocomposite solutions. Last but not least, our team, which is our biggest power. Me, as Stavros, I'm the founder. I founded the company back in 2015. My background is on finance and banking management, and I'm running the business development. Rishab, which is our CTO, proven experience on setting up industrial production lines on composites, worked on General Electrics and Premier Composites, who is leading the process development and the product. And of course, Dr. Nikos Thanassopoulos, which is co-founder from day one of conceiving FEE and still remains in our company as an R&D advisor. I would like to thank you for your interest, and I'm looking forward to hearing your questions.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Stavros. I remember having one case on my mobile phone made of your material, which was quite inventive promotional material. So you can make your point very easily by keeping it in your hands. So yes, please go ahead if you do have some questions. Yeah.
That was the first stage of commercial. It was the first stage of commercialization because we developed from the first day those materials, but in order to scale and being able to target it to a bigger market, it takes time, especially on hardware business.
I know. Okay. Yes, you do have. Yeah, we have on the chat some proposals from some people to connect. Right. Okay. Do we have some questions, please, for company FEE? Okay. How much % is your formulation is plant or bio-based? How much in percent?
Currently, we are on 55%, which is certified according to ASTM D6866, and we plan to increase it in collaboration with our suppliers. It's an equilibrium of cost and environmental impact. As the bio-based content increasing, also the increase of the materials, we have increase on the raw materials. So it's an equilibrium of cost and environmental footprint. What is important to share is that we have run a preliminary LCA in order to measure how the embodied carbon of cradle to gate of our technology in comparison with conventional phenolic-based decorative laminates. And it's open and happy to provide in order to see why we can address this huge challenge of decreasing embodied carbon on construction fit-outs.
Okay, and some question we did have from an investor through the mail was how difficult it is to get permissions in order to have access on your raw material in any, for example, in the example of Greece. Do you have any difficulty of going and?
It's a very good question. One of the strategic, I think, one of the most important things that we have achieved is that we have already established the value chains for sourcing all these bio waste. And every raw material has a different sourcing and value chain. And for seagrass, we are collaborating with municipalities. For espresso waste, we are collaborating with espresso roasteries, big companies like Nespresso, like Vivartia Group, that have already established reverse logistics value chains and sourcing us their material.
Reverse logistics.
For agricultural residues, we are collaborating with agricultural associations. But it's very important that we have already secured very big quantities for scaling up the company and the production according to the KPIs of this round.
Okay. Question, how do you compare in price versus conventional petrol-based composites?
I show it in my presentation. Conventional petrol-based composites, phenolic composites, which is our indirect competitor, to be fully honest, are being sold currently from 15 to 65, 70 euros per square meter. Currently, we are selling on 130, which is the price of also we are in the same equal level with our direct competitors. And after the round, we plan to sell on 85 to 90 euros per square meter. So we will be without calculating the environmental footprint, we will be 30% more expensive in regards with conventional petrol-based composites, which is a very important step forward in order to open the market.
Okay, and
current revenues.
Yes, please. Yeah.
FI has a team of currently 3 full-timers. Revenues is 85K on 2022, and for 2023 the projection is for 100, and it's all from sales. It's all revenues are commercial.
Okay. Thank you very much for replying. Some more questions, please. All right. Thank you very much, Stavros. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We proceed to the other company on the round, which is Protio and Mr. Florakis.
No, Mr.
No?
You should we
give it a try again to Mrs.
Yeah, give it a try to Ms. Kaladzi, yeah.
Okay.
The third is going to be Chan. Hold on.
Okay. Ms. Kaladzi, we can share your screen.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to. I didn't open.
Yes.
Yes,
bravo.
Fine.
Yes. Oh. So it was a camera's problem. So I'm not switching on the camera.
Okay.
Right. All right. Great.
Fantastic.
So after 3 times, I'm Georgia, and it's a pleasure to be here. It's an honor. For the next 5 minutes, I will be speaking about marine weather forecasts, and specifically about our super accurate marine weather forecasts, which can help existing weather ship routing systems boost their performance towards a safer, cleaner, and more cost-efficient maritime industry. The reason for what we do is because we want to build a strong and successful company able to significantly contribute towards a cleaner planet. Maritime transport is a major emissions contributor, and so strict climate legislation is pushing actors within the industry to take immediate action. So now is the time maritime leaders are actively seeking for solutions that work and can actually reduce the blue greenhouse gas emissions. One of the most promising solutions is weather ship routing systems, suggesting optimum routes for the ships to keep their fuel consumption low. The practice, however, shows that these systems do not perform as expected. Most of the times, they manage to save 3 to 5% of fuel and gases. We have spotted that the problem is not with the routing algorithms, but with the marine weather forecast that they take as an input. Unfortunately, existing forecast data are not accurate enough, and this causes the routing systems to perform badly, basically to fail. The thing is that ocean physics is so complex that current numerical forecast models fail to predict the behavior properly, especially for upseas, which is the most crucial condition. We examined this pain point, and in a long route, we are taking another direction. We leverage the knowledge of physics that is hidden within good quality historical data. And with our smart artificial intelligence models, we manage to produce forecasts of critical oceanographic parameters with much better accuracy than existing products. We are also developing smart APIs for a more efficient and convenient delivery of our data to our users. But the best thing is that with our data as an input and with no other change, existing ship routing systems can boost their performance and work up to 130% better than they do today. And this can have an amazing impact on the environment and the economy. Just as an indication, I am mentioning that we plan to reduce global emissions by up to 50 million tons just in the first year of our market uptake. And this number is bound to increase as more customers use our data. In very little time, from 2022, just last October, we have gained great visibility, but most importantly, our concept has been validated by prestigious mechanisms such as the Digicircular Economy Accelerator, which was our catalyst, the European Space Agency Incubator in Greece, the MENA Maritime Accelerator, and recently the Synergist EIC Accelerator. So apart from confidence, we have now close relationships with potential early adopters and collaborators, and we are very close in securing our first business agreements. We are targeting to a rapidly growing market, this of marine management software, which is driven by the ongoing digitalization, the AI trend, and of course, the pressing climate legislations. Our business model is simple and clear. Our direct customers are marine software companies, and our end users and key market enablers are cargo shipping companies. During the first 5 years of business, we plan to acquire a 35% share of our serviceable available market, and moreover, we plan to reach out to additional customers, such as weather providers and air data providers. In comparison to the competition, we have a head start, both in terms of accuracy, but also convenience of delivering our data on an operational basis. A very, very modest scenario predicts a net profit of 13 million euro in 5 years. I have to admit that our scientific background keeps us modest. However, our superiority and persistence will definitely boost these numbers. Our diverse and gender balanced team has already proved its value since we have delivered outstanding results in very little time and with very limited resources. We have managed to prove that it works, and we have the analysis to demonstrate it. Now, we have a very clear roadmap to develop our minimum marketable product and secure our first clients who eagerly await for our development. For this, we have set and budgeted certain milestones towards the necessary forecast horizons, parameters, robustness, and obviously global coverage. In line with this roadmap, we are set and fixed to find the resources to support this little missing piece of puzzle, which will jumpstart our exciting journey towards being a global leader in marine weather intelligence. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm here to answer your questions and further clarify things for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgia. And yeah, it was a good choice to try for the third time to be on the air, and we succeeded this time. There is one question: what is your monetization model? How are you making money? Are you selling licenses? How you making it?
Yeah, it's contracts of data provision. Basically, it's the best practice. Is what has been done. It's been doing. People who provide forecasts do for a lot of years. We make annual contracts of operational use, can be semi-annual or annual, and we charge per route. That is, we charge for the area of the data that we deliver. And we have done some financial projections from characterizing our clients from small, medium, and large. And we have estimated a pricing from 5K from the small clients and small routes to 27K for the large ones per year.
Mm-hmm. And you don't see to move from this marine management flair towards the other parts of the marine management systemic attendance, like crew participation and crew movings from route to route, or even commercial choices per route that will affect the savings you offer within your model?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Basically, we produce marine weather forecast. Marine weather forecast can be used in numerous and various applications in the sea. Because we're so young and because we have so limited resources, we had to focus on a specific sector of the industry so as to know the insights and be good at it and start having crucial relationships with end users. So that's how we focused on cargo shipping, and specifically weather ship routing systems, because we have found exactly there that there's a problem. The routing algorithms are fine, but the systems do not work. So we identified that this is a very, very promising sector that we can apply and provide our very accurate data. However, as you very well mentioned, this could be only vertical of our business. It could we could apply our products, and we can deliver our products in other verticals, from other performance systems for the ships up to sports, up to recreation, you name it. But yeah, as I said, because it's so early for us now, we had to focus on a specific vertical sector.
Mm-hmm. And to get the 35% of the market, the segment, how many contracts you need?
Yeah, basically that's 35, more or less 35 companies of the 100 global companies that serve the 90% of the global fleet. So each of those companies can have numerous routes. So it's not a matter of companies, it's a matter of routes. So one company can have 100 routes. So we have done some estimations with some mean values, but yeah, of course we have seen what's going on in the global fleet and the routes that they are serving, but there are also overlapping routes. So for example, one company can be serving a ship that is doing a certain route, and then another company can be serving another ship that is doing exactly the same route. So for us, with a minimum cost, we can serve two different companies and have the profit, let's say, double.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Please feel free to ask some questions if you have the choice. That yeah. Okay. Thank you, Georgia.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you again for the chance to hear you and not seeing you, but still see your presentation. All right, so let's move on to the next company. Georgia, with your permission, shall we move? Yeah, Georgia, now we see you. Bravo.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I think you do it on purpose, huh? You save it.
No, not really, not really.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
All right. Bye. Thank you so much.
Have a nice time.
Thank
Thank you very much again.
Yeah.
Bravo.
So we are moving to Mr. Fiorakis. He's here, as I can see.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you, Panagiotis.
Nice to see you too, but we don't
We
see
can't
you so
see
far.
you.
We can't see you.
Okay, I can see myself, but I can see my camera is on. Maybe it's a matter of speed. Let me.
Could you try to share your screen also?
Yeah, let me give it a shot. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we can't see you, and we can't see either your presentation deck. So perhaps you have to, your screen is black, and our screen is black.
Sorry, taking the liberty, but for me, it worked when I didn't switch on the camera. So don't switch on your camera and
Okay.
directly try to share your screen.
Yeah.
Let me try. Let me try sharing my screen again. Sorry about this. It worked fine in the test.
Yeah. No worries.
Now, maybe?
Nope.
Okay, let me just try in connecting with my 5G mobile, just as a one more try. Maybe it's a internet issue. Sorry.
No problem. Nope.
Can you see me now or hear me?
We can hear you, but
We can't see you.
Okay, I'm switching off my camera. I'll try to share my screen. Otherwise, I will just log out and log in again. And
yes, please. So we'll move on with the next one in the case that nothing happens.
now,
Okay, it's me again. If you log out and then log in again, and then when they give you the rights to be a presenter, don't switch on your camera. Just switch on your mic, and then you can share your screen. I think it will work that way. Sorry to interrupt again.
thank you.
And
can you see my screen by any chance now? No.
Nope.
Okay, so I'll log out. Let the other presenter start, and I will
Okay,
log
we
in
can
again
move to
Mr. Hatzakos, perhaps?
to Mr. Hatzakos.
Yeah, sorry about this.
Hello,
No worries.
everybody.
Hello.
It says my camera has been disabled. Now you can see me. Hello, everybody. Let me share my screen.
We can't see you.
We
I'm
can't
afraid.
see you.
Can you see my screen now?
No.
Nope.
Two in a row, eh? It says your camera has been disabled, but I don't know why. It shows functional for me.
If you disable your camera and then try to upload your presentation.
Do you see my screen now?
Nope.
No.
Unfortunately not. We cannot see your screen. 35. Δεν πολύ. Είναι χαρά. Ναι.
Now can you see me?
Yes, we can see
Hey,
you. Yes,
yeah, we can see you now.
yes. So we've been, yeah, fantastic.
I changed nothing.
Okay.
So
Now we lost you again.
and now you can see my screen, I guess.
Yes, we see your screen. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic.
hello everybody. We are Solbotics, and we bring to the market the next generation of utility scale solar panel cleaning. Due to the global policies for net zero climate change, the solar installation will soar over the next few years. The majority of those installations will take place to areas close to the equator due to their vast power potential. MENA region is the most promising from them. They rely on oil still, so the penetration is low, and this is our primary market of focus. The problem with those areas is soiling. Excessive sand and dust can cause up to 15% annual energy yield loss. And this is a big problem, according to the experts. The traditional methods are not tractable. It's either impractical to deploy so many manual workers or very expensive to have mechanical methods. Imagine this. This is the class surface area for a 100 megawatt park. Manual methods can clean only a very small fraction of it. The mechanical methods can do better, but what about the rest? Robotic solution is the only viable solution for good reasons. Easy to deploy, low cost, no damage to panels. Some robotic solutions have already emerged, but none of these covers the white space. We define the white space as 1% of initial investment, the cost for the robotics, I mean, and the initial investment for the park, and less than a year payback time, which makes it a no-brainer for the customer. The lifetime investment for the robotics in red, it's only a fraction of the benefit that the operator will get from frequent cleaning. How we do that? We own 100% of the solution, mechanical electronics software. We are vertically integrated, and this allows us to predict accurately the outflows for maintaining and replacing parts. These are the orange columns. And by selling, the price with an upfront fee and an annual fee, the blue columns, these are the values per unit. We can generate per unit a total contract value per unit for 55,000 euros and a profit and cumulative profit per unit of almost 40,000 over the duration of the typical solar park, 25 years, which translates to an IRR of above 40%. This is the team that will make this happen. Combined experience of hundreds of years, ranging from product development and global sales to manufacturing. We also have a cornerstone investor, Elvan, which the Financial Times named one of the fastest growing companies in Europe for 2023, and our contract manufacturer for the robots. This is what we have achieved to date: product market fit, product development finished, the first iteration, in-house testing, as you can see in this small video. And currently, we are carrying out pilot testing in one of our potential customers in Dubai, one of the largest operators in the region. When this pilot is successfully completed, we expect to close our first order probably later this year, and the production will commence in the second half of 2024. This is the last time that, due to the favorable unit economics, this is the last time that we will raise capital in order to scale up the production. We aim to raise an additional 750,000. This is the use of funds along with the other funds that we have raised, and a small video demonstrating the system in our premises. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hadjakos. That would be perfect.
Do you want me to stop sharing so that you can see
no
me?
problem.
Or...
We do have times for questions. We do have time for questions, and presumably the Middle East area is a perfect place to test and have your first sales. So we wish you all the luck, since there is a need there. Truly, there is a big deployment of solar systems.
Yes, that's true. Imagine that we are talking about huge scales here. When we close a contract, the contract will translate to hundreds of such robots. So the typical contract will be north of 5 million.
Do you know how many installations we do talk about usually? What is your expectations to have a plot with how many, for example, or to have buildings or manufacturing premises?
Imagine, I talked for the typical park, 100 megawatts. Imagine that every year we need to install 1,000 such parks in order to reach the net zero targets. So it's this is a business that it will easily have, 2, 3, even 4 players, because the demand is huge.
Okay, so your monetization model means that you do sell the license to local distributors, and they work like your licensees, let's say, or
We are in the process of establishing a team local that will have the function not only sales but also the support. The model is paying a fee upfront. Currently, the price that we have in mind is 4,000, and then an annual recurring fee. And we assume, all the cost for maintaining and keeping the system operating over the course of the project, 25 years. So this means that each unit will generate the sales that you can see here in blue. The cost is highlighted in orange. And there will be many years that there will be no outflows, but only inflows, the blue columns here. By changing the model, of course, and the fact that we are the initial price is slightly less than our initial cost, as you can see in year 1. This generates, creates this gap, the financing gap that we need to finance over the first 2 years of the company.
So you do come after the sale has been made from the solar panels providers, or you try to establish a cooperation with the production and the installation of the units in the same time, install your unit also together?
It depends. In the new installations, we sell directly to the EPC, who is responsible for setting up commissioning and setting up the park. For existing installations, we talk directly to the operator, who has the responsibility to maintain a certain production yield. So depending on the type of park, existing or new, we are talking to different people, and we are going to them directly.
Right, and last question, but not least, would you like to talk to us a little bit more about competition?
Yes, the competition,
Again,
is yes, it's mostly, from it's mostly robotics from other robotics providers from other spaces. For example, this Solar Clino is a robotic cleaning solution for wet cleaning. As you may know, in Central Europe, we clean the panels only 3-4 times a year, or even less, and and therefore you use wet cleaning. This is not applicable in those areas that we are talking about. They require frequent, every other day, dry cleaning. And therefore, for example, Solar Clino has retrofitted their existing systems in order to meet this need. However, these are expensive systems that have a different, price tag when they were designed, and they cannot really be competitive. Other providers also, they do not, in order to have a very attractive price, less than 1,000, they have sacrificed reliability and robustness, which means that the systems stop to operate after a few months, or at maximum after 1 year, because the conditions are, as you may understand, are very harsh. Direct sunlight, temperatures above 50 degrees Celsius, at night below 20 degrees Celsius, and things like that. So we have done accelerated tests for our systems. We have made sure we have redundancies, and we have opted for a model like this to have, a higher initial price, but not that high, and the annual fee, in order to compensate for the maintenance and replacements.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So if there are no more questions, question. How effective is dry cleaning versus wet? Can it be can cause damage to the panels over time?
Wet cleaning is obviously much more efficient, but not applicable in those areas. We target only those areas. Now we are in the process of conducting some tests with the PI Berlin in order to produce a certificate that will confirm and validate that we do not damage the panel. We know already about that from our internal testing, but now we will get a stamp of approval as well from PI Berlin in Germany.
Right. Okay. Seems very promising. Even the comments we now read on the chat with another company with an Israeli example. Right. Right. If there are no other questions, we do thank you very much. And yes, exciting. We'd love to know more about it when you move on. So we'll be in touch for sure. So yeah.
Thank you very much for the
thank you.
opportunity. Cheers.
Much appreciated. So we move on to the next company. George is.
We can go back to Mr. Fiorakis, but I can't see him right now. Give me a sec. Oh, I think he's from another account. Mr. Fiorakis, is that you? With the name Niki Evdoxia? Oh, okay.
Hi everyone again.
Okay.
Sorry, I tried another laptop. That's why you see my colleague's name. But let's see. Let me try and share my screen first without opening the camera as suggested.
Okay.
Μπορείς να βελτίσεις a window. Okay. Ποιο βάζω. Πώς μπορώ να βάλω αυτό. A window, να βάλω tab. Okay, sorry, one sec. So just sorry, let me just find how to share this. So to clean.
Right, we see now the screen, the Dropbox.
Okay. Let's see if it works. Okay, great.
Yes, great.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, shall I try the camera as well, or shall we not risk it?
Not risk it. Please go ahead.
Let's not risk it. Okay. Sorry about this. Hi, everyone. I'm Antonio Fiorakis. I'm the CEO of Protio, and I'm a second-time founder. I started my first startup probably 10 years ago. We were one of the first startups in the Greek startup ecosystem. And after exiting and selling the company, I was at this moment, an existential moment as a CEO, where I was wondering, what am I going to do next? So one of the things I did was to renovate and energy upgrade my grandmother's old apartment, which was vacant for more than 10, 15 years. And I was kind of impressed with how broken the market is. And that's kind of, created a very curious question about me, how many other apartments are there that are empty and vacant in Europe? And the number is really, really high. There are more than 250 million apartments in Europe, but 1 out of 5 of them are vacant. The reason they are vacant is because they're unsuitable for housing. And me being a very curious person as a character, I love doing the 5 whys exercise. And if I ask why are they unsuitable for housing, the reason is because they're very old. Our cities are very old, right? They were built many decades ago, and they are becoming older and older. And this creates a massive problem that affects the lives of millions of Europeans. Specifically, more than 82 million Europeans live in poor quality apartments. And a poor quality apartment is an apartment with a high energy cost and also a high carbon footprint. So imagine that it's actually affecting the society, right? Because it costs more than 40% of their salary now today to live in an apartment. And this has a very big impact on the environment. So, we see that housing our cities is really creating massive problems, both on society and both on the environment. And the UN did the research and to see this massive problem, how can it be fixed? And they say that we need to build more than 96,000 homes per day globally to fix the housing crisis. And if we look at Europe, this number is between 15 to 20,000 homes. So it's a really, really big number. And so what we say with Protio, looking at it and going to the drawing board, we see a massive opportunity here. And we say that the best way to build those homes is by not building, but by rebuilding the already existing housing stock. So this is why we built Protio. This is our vision, and our mission is to create a platform to rebuild our cities. The way we're doing it today is by enabling investors to turn old apartments into sustainable, affordable, and eventually connected rental homes. So in a very simple way, if I can describe it, we have built a platform that has simplified the way to invest in residential real estate. And we help anyone in the capital markets who is looking to deploy, to put in real estate 50, 100, 200,000, and we help him find, buy, energy upgrade and renovate, and eventually rent and manage his own investment property. So the way we're doing this, being a startup, our mindset is to build a fully scalable business model. So our platform enables us to source off-market properties and also to analyze any property on the market. The way we're doing the operations is by building partner networks of operators like notaries, lawyers, engineers, contractors, and property managers who get the job done. And we have standardized our product on how to turn an old property into an affordable rental home in a fully streamlined process. And this process creates financial returns for investors with a fully measurable and positive both social and environmental impact. The investment projects are very affordable, starting from as little as 25,000 euros, creating a yield of 5 to 13%, and they have a very measurable environmental impact since we're saving more than 125 tons of CO2 emissions per project. And this helps the environment because our business model is built in a way that private capital enables the decarbonization and the energy transition of homes. Tenants get to live in green properties, so they are increasing their monthly disposable income since it costs them less to live in that property. And homeowners are finding a very simple way to make money from what used to be an underutilized property. Our product is what we call the Invest product. The revenue model that we have is that we charge an 8.7% of the property price in order to help the investor buy, renovate and upgrade and eventually rent and manage his own investment property. And we have also a recurring fee since after month 12 that the property is rented out, we charge 10% of the monthly rent to continue to manage the property for them. Now we have an exciting new product launch coming up with a new product for the homeowner, which is called Renovate and Rent, which will enable the homeowner not only to sell his property to an investor, but if he wants to become an investor himself, to invest in his property in order to renovate and energy upgrade it, and then rent it out and make a yield from his recently underutilized property. Now, we launched our platform last June, so we have been operating for a bit more than 12 months. In our first year, we did 6.8 million in GMV, close to 500K in revenue, growing 50% quarter over quarter in all the key metrics. So we have very strong signals of product market fit. Now we have an annualized revenue run rate of 1 million, and we're just 12 months away from profitability. We started by focusing on Athens. Athens is the largest one of the largest urban centers of our region, home to 2.2 million apartments. 50% of the population, 50% of the rental income created in Athens. We also launched Thessaloniki, and the plan is to grow internationally with M&A. We have been earning a net promoter score of 92 with mentions on all the largest media of the country, also a member of Endeavor's Scale-Up program and a certified Great Place to Work. But I think what's very important is the NPS score, which means that our users love our service and they love to continue using it. We have investors buying more than one properties with us because they love the convenience of the service. And we also have investors using the platform as a secondary market. This is a billion-sized opportunity, both in value and in CO2 emissions, in Greece being on the same level with Spain, Italy, and Portugal. And the timing is amazing. The market volatility and the emission reduction targets set by the EU is pushing everyone to invest into residential and to rebuild our cities. Besides myself, I have John Dzikas, who was my first employee at my first startup, heading up our technology, and then Thrasos is the finance guy behind the platform with background in finance, civil engineering, and an MBA from INSEAD. And we have a very diverse team of more than 75% female-led, and at the moment hiring for another 6 roles. Now, with regards to the funding ask, we are raising 1.5 million to grow 4x in the next 12 months, reaching profitability and paving the way for our late seed or A round. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fiorakis. Thank you. Impressive. You do have attraction. Yeah, that's impressive for a city like Athens to have attraction in 1 year. So much, yeah. So wish you the best. If we do have any questions, please.
I also tried my camera. I don't know if you can see me.
Now we can see you.
Yeah,
So
we
it
can
was,
see you.
yeah, very lucky. Very nice to see you, and very nice to have met the company. Right. Great news. Thank you very much again for the chance. All right, we move to the next company, the last company, correct, Georgia?
Yeah, Mr. Ioannidis.
Thank you.
He's here. Mr. Ioannidis, can you hear us?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Super.
Right.
We're good. You can share your screen whenever you are ready.
Okay.
Nice.
Great. We see it. Yes.
Yeah. You can also.
Okay, I'm ready. Thank you very much.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Okay, hello. My name is Vasilis Ioannidis. I'm CEO at ThruWind, where we are developing the next generation of small wind turbines based on a patented jet engine design. So wind turbines, as you know, get bigger and bigger by increasing the length of their blades and the height of their towers in order to capture more wind energy. Small wind turbines, on the other hand, up to 60 kilowatts, remain affordable, but they are not optimal in terms of efficiency with size. Our innovation uses an aerodynamically redesigned rotor combined with a cutting-edge diffuser that creates under pressure to speed up wind and to make the system generate a lot more electricity out of a much smaller size. This is why you can think of this as a jet engine. We have assessed the feasibility of our technology with the National Technical University of Athens that has estimated an attainable increase in efficiency of 200%, and we have established strategic partnerships, including with a successful small wind turbine manufacturer that has granted us worldwide rights to use their equipment and to add our own design capabilities to it. We have completed most parts of the system, including the tailor to the diffuser blades that you see on the right, the wind turbine, the connecting beams, the towers, and the molds for the fabrication of the finished products of the wind turbine diffuser. And we want to proceed also with assembly and testing. Our technology can generate 70% higher energy production, bringing down the levelized cost of energy by 30%. And of course, it uses a 20% smaller rotor, and it provides enhanced safety thanks to its diffuser, and also thanks to its requirement, it can use lower towers and generates less noise. The total addressable market for the small wind turbine sector is quite big at $2 billion. And as you can see, the serviceable addressable market for Greece, which is our beachhead market, is 100 million euros according to the most recent Greek law that was adopted. And we have priced our solution at 30,000 euros, including permits and installations, focusing on a payback for the customer of 6 years and a product lifetime of 20 years. In terms of competition, we consider ourselves to be pioneers in this solution. We are the only ones in the EU to be offering that. Our main competitor, which is Halo in the United States, cannot compete with us in terms of pricing and efficiency, let alone any other conventional wind turbine manufacturers, such as those of Aeolus, Borneo, Tsingtao, Grif, and Iner. Then there is also the 20 and 60 kilowatt conventional small wind turbines of Greek importer Wind Ventures, but we are talking about 16 and 23 meters of rotor diameters. And finally, the mega wind turbines, such as those of Vestas, Siemens, and GE, which are, of course, much more expensive. Our business model, drawing upon our successful collaborations, is to assemble everything in-house and to target mainly the B2B sector, such as the industrial sector, including farms and factories and independent power producers interested in investing in small wind farms, targeting them via trade fairs and in-person visits. Then we want to move forward with the B2G sector, targeting smart ports and smart islands via tenders and exhibitions. And finally, the B2C sector, such as the residential households. And by 2027, we also want to target developing nations in Africa via partnering with distributors. So based on a selling price per unit of 30,000 euros and a cost per unit of 20,000 euros, in 2027, we expect to be able to install 400 units of wind and 200 units of solar for an annual revenue of 13 million euros and a net profit of 4.7 million euros. Our team comprises of diverse backgrounds. Theos is our mechanical engineer, Giovanni is an aerospace and layup engineer, Angelos is our brand and marketing executive. I'm the founder and CEO, second-time entrepreneur, and also an MBA graduate from Johns Hopkins in the US. We have invested more than 170,000 euros with the support of government grants and banks. We are a non-diluted company. We are fundraising up to 600,000 euros for the commercialization of our technology. And of course, we want to attract a much bigger amount in our next rounds in order to become a leader in small wind. So come join us in decarbonizing the world by offering more affordable and sustainable energy solutions. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm open to any questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ioannidis. Thank you. Through wind. There's a question, why did you, do you try to have a social impact, for example, by supplying small wind turbines to people in precarious energy situations?
I missed the last part of the question.
Do you try to have a social impact? There's a question on the chat. Do you try to have a social impact, for example, by supplying small wind turbines to people in precarious energy situations?
We, of course, the company's, the goal of the company and the vision is to be able to supply the most cost-efficient 5 kilowatt small wind turbine. So it's an affordable product, and it's also an efficient product. So the payback for the customer is much bigger. In terms of precarious energy situations, we would be interested in that, and I think there is actually a law that the government is looking for solar panels in order for the companies that are acting as developers of solar panels to be able to take the money from the electricity grid and provide the equipment for, let's say, for free. So this would be a model also that we would be much looking into it. And this is also, of course, a reason why we would be interested in targeting microgrids, because we want to empower end users. We want to let them and empower them to gain their energy independence. And we want to also contribute to these nations as well, including, of course, Greece.
Mm-hmm. And how much you are depending your cost on the storage inflation prices that the market is facing now for storing of energy, and not only producing, because producing you keep down your potentially your cost by monitoring your cost, but on the storage side, the batteries that perhaps have to be used to store the energy produced. This is something that are you involved with this, or are you just vertically, or?
Definitely, we are involved, both for on-grid and off-grid. We use batteries to keep the system, and we also focus on providing wind generators combined with solar panels and combined with batteries in order to create a standalone unit, in order to be able to allow the end users to gain their energy independence and don't need the grid and rely on the grid in order to consume the energy, in order to meet their energy needs.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're accepting more questions if you want, but feel free. George, we're in time or not? Are we? Oh,
Yeah,
we have another
we have.
question. How soon will you have a full-scale demonstrator, and how much will it cost?
So in terms of I guess it refers to the R&D activities that, and we are in the final part. As I mentioned, 80% of the parts have been completed. We have completed the molds. We are just in the final step, which is the wind turbine diffuser, to manufacture the finished products out of the molds. It's a matter of, we have a subcontracting agreement. In fact, it's a matter of a couple of months, I would say, but still we are also in need of the funding in order to complete this final part. So this is a question that we need to discuss. In terms of the prototyping, it has, as I mentioned, we have invested more than 170,000 euros. We are short of the wind turbine diffuser, the finished parts of that.
So, Mr. Ioannidis, that means that if you had a double funding available, would you not cost having cut-off time, or it just it depended of money flow, the timing that you?
Exactly. Yes, we are depending on money flow. We are in need of 20,000 euros to complete the wind turbine diffuser, which we need to find the money in order to complete the manufacturing step, which is the last step in order to be able to assemble.
Okay. Right.
So we are looking for funding and examining any options to move forward with that. Yeah.
Right. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm sure that you'll find your way to contact with companies if you have the interest, and we have to close the session now, and thank you all for being with us and offering us the opportunity to meet you and meet the companies that are pitching from the Greek hand. Again, from our team of HDB and from Inagora session, we say hello and a bientôt to the next time. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.